This week's blog post is the sixth and final in my series on Edith Wharton's home, The Mount. For more on The Mount, see the first post in the series. This post deals with the working areas of the house. This poster has some fascinating statistics, which I will let you read from the image on screen if you're interested. Imagine doing the work of a maid in a corset. That's just an appalling thought. This poster includes an amusing quote from Elizabeth McGovern, who plays Lady Cora Crawley in Downton Abbey. Quote, "I think it is the single reason that women are less accomplished historically than men. They couldn't actually breathe." I like this poster showing the pecking order among the servants. I've read a zillion British murder mysteries, but I never figured out exactly what the hierarchy was. But there's no valet for the gentleman. Does he dress himself? This is the butler's pantry on the main floor. It's the final staging area before the food was taken into the dining room, which I've shown you at the left. The dining room was in the fourth post in this series. This is the scullery, which has not been renovated, or not yet. It shows what a mess the house was after being occupied by various institutions over the course of the 20th century. And here's the kitchen. No modern conveniences, but it's a lovely light-filled space. Kudos to Edith for thinking about the comfort of her staff when she and Mitchell Codman designed the Mount. The stove here is actually contemporary with Edith's time at the Mount. Here's some more fascinating facts about things like sanitation and efficiency. And now we move on to the veranda, which opens off the drawing room on the main floor. This is looking toward the formal garden back here. We saw that in the first post in the series. And this is the view from the veranda toward the allée and the informal garden. At the stables, there's a video about Edith Wharton's life and the Mount. My husband and I had timed tickets, so we didn't see the video until after we'd seen the house. If you visit, I'd suggest watching the video first. The Mount's docents were pretty self-effacing, although very knowledgeable, but you had to grab them and ask them questions if you wanted information. At least you did in summer 2020. That summer, when most museums were still in lockdown or requiring masks, I discovered the pleasures of spending time in elaborate, exquisitely planned gardens. My first excursion was to the Berkshires in western Massachusetts, where I visited the Gilded Age mansions of Naumkeag, Ventfort, and the Manor. You can find posts on all of those on my website. And you can find more posts on Gilded Age mansions and their gardens at the link at the bottom of this slide. DianeDurantewriter.com has hundreds of posts on sculpture, painting, architecture, and my other obsessions. To join the Sunday Recommendations email list, visit the URL that's on the screen or email me. And you can say, "Well done, Diane," or support my work and receive rewards by means of the tip jar on DianeDurantewriter.com. As always, thank you for listening.